DJ Shortee, Lesson 1, the baby scratch.
What up, folks? My name is DJ Shortee, and I'm chilling with TurntableU.com, the world's premier online DJ school. Right now, we're going to go through some of the basics of what you need to learn how to mix. This is the mixing section, so you need to really know all this stuff, all these basics before you start to learn how to mix. So right now, you need to know like what kind of gear you need, and you also need to know how to cue up your record and how to mark your record and how to let the record play, where to hold the record. We're going to go through all that stuff right now. So the first thing you need to do is you have to have some gear. You can go to any store like Pro Sound and you can get, your Techniques 1200s. There's other turntables out there. And then you need a DJ mixer. Right here we have a Rane TTM 57 SL. But for the basics, if you don't have a lot of money, you can pretty much start with anything. It's when you get to the advanced stuff you're really going to want to get this high-end gear. And then we also have Serato on my laptop right here. I have Serato Scratch Live, which is like some DJ software, but we'll get into that later. So right now we're just going to learn how to cue up our record. And I have an actual real record on here. So what I'm going to do is my mixer's on and everything, and I'm going to press start, and I'm going to drop the needle on anywhere on the record and try to find the beat. Okay, so you hear the beat right there. You can also have the record stopped and just kind of put the needle on. And what we're going to do queuing up the record. It's called queuing up the record. So right now it's in the middle of the beat and we want to find the beginning of the beat. So we're going to rewind it, and the way you do that is you put your finger on the label and you rewind it just like this, and you rewind it till you don't hear anything. We're just gonna rewind, oh, don't hear anything. Now we're going to forward till we hear something. Up there, that very first sound, that first beat, if you forward it too much, rewind it a little bit, find it. And once you find that, use your other hand if you want, and put your hand right here at around 9 o'clock. Okay? And that's a good place to hold the record. And you don't want to have it up here because you might knock the needle off. And you definitely don't want to have it over here because you just won't have as much control. So right here we have it about 9 o'clock. And notice I'm not pushing on the platter really hard, because if you push on the record really hard, the platter stops. The platter is this thing underneath, and you want that to keep spinning. If it stops, it'll mess up the turntable, and you spend a lot of money on this stuff, so you don't want to mess that up because the motor will slow down and stuff. So you just want to have a light touch and kind of practice moving it back and forth. Okay? And then you can practice letting it go and kind of rewinding and finding that first beat again. So that's queuing up the record. Now we want to mark our record. So I have some stickers right here. Got the colors, red, Turntable U. And we're going to mark the very first beat. Now, there are really no rules for this. Just mark it to where you can find it, what works for you, but then stick to it. So you don't want to mark one at 3 o'clock and another one at 12 o'clock. You want them all to be at the same spot. So every time you put on a record, it's the first beat, it's at your spot. My favorite spot is 12 o'clock. Some people like to mark it at the needle, whatever works for you. So I'm going to do 12 o'clock. And I just find that first beat and I turn it off. And then right at the very tip of the sound, and then I put the sticker on right there. So now, when I let it go, if I rewind, I know it's there. So say you're like further in. When you're rewinding, it's going to be at the top. It's not going to be like somewhere else. So I know, there it is. Okay, it's right there. Okay, so now we're just going to practice our baby scratches. Baby scratch is the first scratch you learn, but it's also very important for mixing. Right now is the mixing lessons, but you have to know a few scratches for this. The baby scratch is actually what every scratch is also based on. It's the foundation scratch. Everything is based on this. So all you do is you put your hand at 9 o'clock and you have your sticker at 12 or wherever you marked it. That means it's at the beginning, and you push the record forward and push it back and just rub it back and forth. Real easy. You don't want to go like too far because you'll look really stupid, and also you'll lose control. So you just want to a good amount is like a short amount, and you have good control. Just practice feeling the torque. It's called torque the spinning. You want to practice what it feels like. So just push it back and forth, and then when you're ready, let it go. And that's releasing. So now you know the baby and the release, which is just letting it go. So what you do is, this is a little exercise for you guys. We're going to practice 4 babies and then a release. and then you let it go, and then you rewind until you don't hear it, and you'll do your whole queuing up thing. So here we go. We're going to go 4 babies and a release. Also, the babies should always be going in the forward motion. Okay, why not starting backwards? Because then when you let it go, it's going to be going backwards and not forwards. So you're always going to go forward, 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 and release. So here we go. Right? And then let it play a little bit, and then rewind it. And you can rewind it really fast because all you're listening for is when there's no more music. Okay? And then you just forward it till you find something. Forward, 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 release. And then if you let it play and you watch it, then you know the rotation too. So I'm going to let it play and then see how far it goes and just rewind it to the beginning. Forward, 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 release. So it rotated once and I'm right back at the beginning. Okay, so now we're going to get our headphones out. And we're going to practice releasing with the crossfader. So why do we have our headphones on? Well, we kind of want to hear it when other people don't hear it. So we have this right here. It's a headphone cue. And this is where, on the mixer, where it's your own private domain. So you can hear what no one else is hearing. And it has 2 settings. It has master. When it's set to master, it's what's on the dance floor. And when it's set to cue, it's only your own domain in your headphones. So we want to set that to cue. And I can turn the fader off. The crossfader is like an on-off switch. So when you have it in the middle or over to the right side, you hear the right turntable. When it's over to the left side, you hear the left turntable. And when it's in the middle, you hear both. So right now, if we don't want to hear this side, I'm going to put it all the way to the left. And then I can cue up the record in my headphones. So I can hear it, and you guys can't hear it. And I found it right there. See, this is what I did. This is what I was hearing. But you don't hear it because you have the fader off. So what we're going to do, we're going to push the fader in the middle, go baby, 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 release, and then stop it, push the fader back, and rewind it. So here we go. Put it in the middle, baby, 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 release. You can pull the fader over like that and rewind it like that. So let's do that a few times. Remember, I'm hearing it rewind in my headphones, and then I also have my sticker to help me out. So the last thing in this lesson that you want to learn is a little faster with the fader. So you want the fader to go at the same time you're letting the record go. Instead of pushing the fader to the middle and letting the record go, we're going to do it at the same time. So your hands are going to be going in this motion right at the same time. And so the fader's going to go to the middle. And one of the reasons why we're only going to the middle instead of all the way over is because we want to practice not cutting out the other side. Because say you have something playing on the other side, if you want to just sample this record over that record, you don't want to cut it out all the time. Only when you're meaning to cut it out would you want to hit the fader all the way over. But just in the middle, that way both will be playing. And we'll go over that in a later lesson. But right now, both hands moving at the same time. Fader goes to the middle, and you're letting the record go like this. So we do our babies with the fader all the way off. So I hear them in the headphones. Baby, 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 release. And then you let it go at the same time with the fader. Now pull the fader over and rewind. So one more time. Baby, 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 together. And the fader and the record goes at the same time. And then turn it off. So now I'll do it without speaking. Cool? So basically, that's the basics of queuing up records, all the gear you need. Don't forget your headphones, your needles, your turntables, your rain mixer, all that sort of stuff. So that's everything you need to know about the basics of queuing up and marking your records in the Baby Scratch. Remember to practice, practice, practice like crazy, because it's the only way you're going to get good. This is Turntable U, the world's premier online DJ school. My name's DJ Shortee, and I'll see you in the next lesson.